Alrighty, folks, welcome back to another episode of Live in Motherfucking 5, baby. Auzzo J Swish, reporting live from the guts of Scottsdale, Arizona. Auzzo freshly back, popping in to UND Pro Camp. And before we get to that, folks, we are always brought to you by Butter Golf and Mini Movers. Mini Movers, the official moving company of Live in 5, and the official apparel and lifestyle brand over here is still Butter Golf. Go check those out, minimovers.com, butter.golf for moving essentials or maybe adding to your fall collection on the course. All right, Auzzo, no guests this week, number 97, McJesus episode. I got a few things I want to start off with you, just dating back to last week, but how was Pro Camp? How was Grand Forks? How are all those boys doing? It looked like a pretty good turnout up there, fella.
Yeah, I would say it was a great turnout. Got there Monday night and went straight to Judy's, got in at 9 p.m.
Yep.
And I think there's like 26 round there guys. Great showing, guys from like all eras pretty much. So good amount of alumni. It's always weird when most of the guys there are there for skating, Jordo, and you're kind of just a guy there for drinking. So, it's a different feel when you go back to a pro camp that way. But unbelievable to see the boys. Obviously, Nikki and Bess are there apparently, and Derek Forbert, what an absolute legend. That guy is just all time. But they skated them for 2 hours the first day. So these boys were bagged.
No way.
Yeah. All their hips were hurting, legs were hurting. I was laughing at them they're like, that's the longest I've skated and I don't know how long. 2 hours on the ice that's a lot on the dogs.
Yeah, especially when you're sub 30 years old. That's like a Dave Hackstall Monday practice in August. It sounds like they were playing back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we used to do those pro camps. We would skate twice a day. I don't think those guys are going twice a day. Obviously, that's when we had our younger legs. But you remember that? We do a skills session in the morning. It would be split up D and forwards. You go about, 30 to 45, 50 hour, somewhere between 30 and 75 minutes, depending on what we did the night
before.
Good
skate.
Yeah, it would be like PP Lamoureux would put the D through some things, and then Jax or someone would help out with the forwards. Actually, maybe ran the D as well one year. I wanted to ask you, how was Greener?
Oh, how can I forget Greener when I was mentioning guys there? Yeah, what an absolute, just a legend. I mean, you can't get cooler.
To me, Auzzo, he's the coolest UND alumni, and it's not even close.
No, it's so far and he doesn't know it either. Like he tries to act like he's not that big of a deal, but it's like, Greener, you're as cool as it gets, man.
Yeah, he is.
It's crazy being around him. He's got that. I just can't help but look at him, but I just see hack in him. He's got that hack look to him. The face is kind of similar, and they carry that same aura.
Yeah.
Around with him, and it's like whenever he talks, he's got that deep voice, and you're just like kind of shocked by it, like scared. You're like, holy fuck, is this guy gonna kill me right now, or like, because he could.
Yeah, he's a big bear. You never know if it's a bit or he's being serious. Like his whole aura to him is no one knows if he's being serious or he's kidding. Like that's the whole thing with him. And we have a pretty good relationship just dating back to the days I was living in Hermosa Beach that one summer, and obviously being a UND alumni and him winning 2 Stanley Cups in the greater LA area, Manhattan Beach. And, the 1 year even too, he came to pro camp. It was his last year with Jarrett Stoll and just hanging out with us young guys. I always gravitated towards him, just like everyone that's ever talked to Greener does. But one of my things, and I don't even know if he knows it, Auzzo, is every time I talk to him, I try to keep my eyebrows down longer, and also I try to deepen my voice so it's lower than his. So it's almost like a Greener, how you doing? He's like, good, you? I'm like, good, you? Like, you know what I mean? Just you try to go lower than Greener.
A deep voice off.
So how I picture it is I kind of relate it to Maury Finkel in Starsky and Hutch, who is Ben Stiller's character at the end of the movie. Do it. Bacardi Cola. Do it. So that's what I try to do. I try to go into full character because I think he is in full character a little bit too. You know what I mean? Like he knows that he knows he's funny for sure.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's so smart. He's so witty.
He's so witty. He's as witty as they come. And he's also just a piss tank too. I mean, he's the ultimate guy's guy. And I was asking him questions about like their careers and stuff because you're sitting with Forbes and Bess and Nikki, and they're still playing, and it was just cool to listen to him talk. He's like, fuck, these boys are all soft nowadays. Like, you know, and I was like, how much would you guys ever get in front of like a Bouchard? Like, would you get paid enough? Like, could you ever get paid enough to get in front of a Bouchard one-timer? Or are you like jumping out of the way? And Bess was like, no fucking chance I'm talking to Bouchard one-timer. Like, I'm just standing next to him. And Greener's like, well, I get paid to step in front of it, so I'd step in front of it. You know?
Yeah, 100%. Dude, I still have FOMO. Those guys I think they're slinging it above the Toasted Frog tonight. They're hanging out. They're doing dinner again. But even last night with just hearing with Greener's orders at the bar, I mean, you told me, Nick told me, the martini with the side cart beer, 24 ouncer. Like that is so sick. What a beauty. But I was in the same boat as you, Auzzo. Because Jax called me on Friday, and he had caught me at a time where I was just going to dinner. It was probably 10 o'clock his time. I think he was winding down, going to bed, and he gives me a call, probably just as he got home from dinner. And he's like, Jordo, I think we need you here for pro camp. It's welcome weekend coming up. Got a lot of the fellows coming into town. What do you think? I'm like, fuck, like, do I need a 5-day bender and forks? I'll sleep on it, Jax. I'll let you know, because this week, Auzzo, I'm going to New York City to watch the U.S. Open. I'm actually leaving tomorrow night on a red eye. So I was like, fuck, do I really do it? I had obligations in Scottsdale Monday, Tuesday. So at latest or at earliest, I could have flown out would have been maybe Tuesday afternoon. So that means I'm doing Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday, which is a 3-day bender and forks. And just like you were saying, it's not like we're skating. Like, what am I doing besides being so stung all day at the Staybridge Suites? Probably going to watch some sort of practice, probably, maybe get a workout in. But other than that, I'm like, what am I going to be doing? Jax sold me on the idea of maybe ripping a pod up there or filming some sort of content. But as a one-man show, that the logistics of coming up with that, it's a short amount of time. And those people in Forks are definitely limited. Photographers, videographers, like you could probably find someone, but who knows? So I was looking at it. I was like, fuck me. Greener's going to be there till Wednesday. That means I only get one night with him, with Hawk. I was texting with him a little bit the week before, just kind of getting a feel. And I was like, fuck, I want to do it, but I know I'm going to be up there in October. I know that series, Minnesota versus UND, is going to be a 3-day bender. Do I really need another 3-day bender in Grand Forks is what I was thinking, Auzzo. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be a pro. I'm going to save it for the back room that weekend coming up here in October at Harry's with the Stu versus the Gophers. So if I was in striking distance like you of driving, I probably would have done it, but it just logistically in my head, I was like, fuck me. But I was getting,
yeah, that would have been insane of you to head down there, especially going to the U.S. Open in New York City. No, you're like, how tired are you supposed to make yourself?
That's what I mean. Like this has been my 1 month
at the
off.
U.S. Open.
Yeah. Like this has been my 1 month off of kind of not traveling as much. I was like, fuck. I don't. As much as I want to be there for the boys, and it's a great crew, obviously especially with Forby. I mean, Forby, we've had him on the pod, but this guy, like, people don't understand how big of a beauty he is, Auzzo.
No. He's
living in the cities this summer. I think he's splitting time between his place in Minneapolis as well as his cabin in Duluth. But I get a text from my bro. He goes, Forby is such a beauty. He goes, he's such a tish, which is, for people that don't know, a beautician. We shorten it to tish. He goes, he's such a tish. I go, why? What do you do? He goes, he's renting an Airbnb on campus. It's 4 bedrooms, and he doesn't have a car here. So he wanted to stay somewhere close to the rink so he could walk every morning. I go, oh, my God. If that's Forby in a nutshell. He flies from Minneapolis to Grand Forks. Like who does that? And then gets an Airbnb and also doesn't have a car. Like, oh, this guy's all time. He just Someone get me to the red pepper every day and I'll be good.
Yeah, yeah. It's Forby, man. Like that guy's such a legend. It's so funny. He's staying there and he's like, "Should we throw a shake? Like it's right on campus." Just for the old time's sake, like get a couple ping pong balls, get some solo cups, just throw a shake in the
Yeah.
Airbnb. He's like, "You guys want to come over? I got 3 empty bedrooms." I think he got a 4-bedroom just himself.
They should be having a shaker there.
Oh, it'd be so funny.
Did you
Unbelievable.
did you play golf on Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah. I played with Chiswick, Sanderson, Nikki, and Bess.
Nice.
Just got took They took me to the woodshed. I was using some rentals. I didn't bring my clubs. I usually always go up to Forks with my clubs in hand, Jordo. Usually end up never playing. And then this time I go up there. They didn't tell me what we were doing. So I'm like, I'm not going to bring my clubs. I think we're just drinking.
Yeah.
And we ended up golfing. So I had to use rentals and they took me to the woodshed. We were all playing this gambling game. And of course, fucking Nikki Schmaltz is just fucking darting out there, dropping 50-foot putts. It was just an absolute clinic. It was classic Nikki. It was hilarious.
Yeah, especially at that goat ranch too. I
Yeah.
mean, if you get a little loose off the tee, the guy's still making birdies. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, we had a great time. It was a good time. It was hilarious. Because we were at Judy's, drinking that keg beer on Monday nights.
oh,
You wake up Tuesday and you're not feeling the best. So we played actually the first, like I was telling you, we were like, yeah, I'm just drinking water this round. Like, sorry,
yeah.
not drinking beers. And then we get to 9 and Dusky's like, this fucking sucks. I'm grabbing a beer. So then we all grab a beer.
What is that guy's week looking like? Is he just on full on bend?
Yeah, I mean, Dusk. It's like
I mean, he's a pro. He's a pro.
yeah, he's a pro, and it's like a Super Bowl weekend for him. The boys are in town. It's a big weekend for the Sioux. School's starting up, so yeah, he's got a motor, man.
Do you feel old now, Auzzo? Like walking around campus a little bit?
Yeah,
I felt that last year really when I
yeah.
went up there and I was like, all right. The first year I went back, I was like, okay, I can treat it as bend. I'm fine. I'm
Mhm.
30, but then 31, and now I'm like, I'm so far removed. It's just those
So
kids
far.
they look so young. It's just
I know
crazy.
we were joking about that last night. When you go back to college, you look at those kids and you're like, "Fuck, did we look this young back then?" Like,
Yeah.
kids look like high schoolers, and now like I felt like we look now, but we don't.
No, we don't. No. Yeah.
It's yeah, you see those kids walking around in those bars and you're like, God, I feel like a fucking creeper being in here, but
Oh man, I went back to Blacks and I don't know if I'm gonna sue the kid. I don't know how old he is, but I don't give a shit. He's been to a bar before in his life. It was actually Dylan Jackson and his buddies, and that's
yeah.
when last year, Auzzo, I ended up at Joe Black's at the Horn, like right before the Horn. I went to Bonzer's. I'm like, I'm not going to Black's. I'm staying away from it. Harry's to Bonzer's, then I'll go home. Because Bonzer's, you can get away with being a little bit older there. Yeah, there's some
Mhm.
college kids, but at that midnight hour when you slide over there from Harry's, most of the kids are gone. They're either at O'Reilly's,
Mhm.
they're at Level 10, they're at Brick and Barley, or they're over at Black's here in the Final Horn. So you're fine there. But you get drunk enough, you get enough Twisted Teas in you, or Long Island iced teas, you start sliding over there. And you know what? I saw him and I saw his buddies, and I said, Swish, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I actually put my shades on and my hood on. I walked out. It's like, hopefully no one saw me walking out of here as a 31-year-old male. But yeah, that's just how it goes, man. I mean, that's father time, and that
Uh-huh.
is what it is.
It's sad.
It is, man. It is sad. Lastly, on your front, so take me back through this Facebook feud.
Oh,
I don't know how much you want to share about it, but this
yeah.
was all time, dude. Like Sue Gustafson, I'm pretty sure her name is.
Yeah, Wendy Sue.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it was first off, we do like a pretty decent, like long all day job for out of Red Lake Falls to Grand Forks. And I get all I see, we do it, and then the next morning I wake up, I get all these notifications on my phone, Jodo, whenever we get a 1-star review or something. So I wake up, I got this 1-star review in Grand Forks from this Wendy. We moved her yesterday. This picture of stuff in the middle of a room, and I don't know. It looks like, someone who was maybe drinking a few, cocktails wrote this review. So I call the guys the next morning, and they're like, yeah, she refused to pay. She just said, like, I don't know, she was drinking all day and like kicked our guys out after, and she called, like, was mad that, I don't know. I think she was drunk. I don't want to say, like, I don't know what was going on, but
She
she
had a
did.
few Chardonnays.
Yeah,
So
and and before I call her back, Jordo, I look her up on Facebook, and there's a bunch of stuff on Facebook of her, like, stealing stuff in Thief River Falls, writing fraud checks in Red Lake Falls, and I'm like, oh, this chick's she's trying not to pay. That's all she's trying to do. Like, I know what she's up to. So I call her, and I'm just asking, like, so what went on? And she's like, yeah, I just, you guys were rude, and they just one put stuff where I wanted it in my apartment, and they dumped things in the middle of the floor. And I was like, well, the guys told me they sent one of our managers back to the house and asked if you needed anything moved, and you're just like, no, I can do it myself, and you threw him out the door. And she's like, no, she's just denying everything, Jordo. And I'm like, Wendy, to be honest, I looked you up on Facebook. I saw about the fraud checks and, the stealing in Thief River Falls. I think you're just trying to not pay, which is fine. Just take the 1-star review down. I don't need that out there. And we can just go our separate ways, because
yeah,
I don't want your money anyways. And she agreed. She took the review down, and we went our separate ways. Well, then 2 weeks later, I get a call from some State Farm rep, and he's like, hey, I don't know if you know this lady. Her name's Wendy, but she's claiming you and your team stole $4,000 worth of Amazon packages from her house. And I'm like, okay, like, what did you talk to this lady? I asked this guy, did you talk to this lady? And he's like, yeah, I talked to her, and I just want to let you know before you say anything, I'm on your side. So I'm like, yeah, okay, great. Yeah, like, this girl's nuts. He's like, yeah, to be honest, I just have to make this call. It's protocol. But she made that claim. We looked at her Amazon account. She hasn't even bought anything for $4,000. Like, she's just lying. So at this point, I'm like, I thought we were good, Wendy. I thought we were fucking square. We moved your ass. I told her, I was like, hey, Wendy, it cost me $1,000 in expenses to move your ass to Grand Forks. Now that's $1,000. My kids, I was like, my kids can't eat tonight. They're not getting dinner because I'm out $1,000 because of you. So I just hope that makes you feel good. And she does that. So I'm like, fuck this girl. I thought we were all square. I'm like, you know what? I got a pretty big reach in Grand Forks. If she's going to be screwing me over like this, she's going to do it to other people. So I put her on blast on Facebook, and I completely out her, and it gets 200 shares. I don't know how many views that's getting on Facebook, but the entire town of Grand Forks sees her face on this post.
Grand Forks, a big Facebook town too.
Oh yeah. Like, right. Everyone's on. Yeah, like, right. Everyone's following the feud. And now it's like a story, because it's getting so many shares, and it just keeps going on. She ends up calling us, like, you gotta take that down. Like, just take it down. I'll pay my bill. Just take it down, whatever. And then I get a call from the police station later in the day. And the police station's like, yeah, Wendy Gustafson just came in, tried to have you arrested for defamation. We told her that's a civil case. The police station has nothing to do with that. And then we ran her through the system, and there was a warrant out for her arrest. So we did book her. So she turned herself in.
You can't assume anything, and we're not accusing anyone of anything. We're just, playing a percentage game. She had to be pickled walking into that police office.
Had to
have been. So she ends up turning herself in, and now she is trying to put you behind bars, but ends up behind bars herself.
Yeah, and typically I wouldn't like these type of people. I'm not going to waste my time on Jordo, but I actually was like, you know what, the people of Grand Forks need to know about this chick because I was reading about her. It's nothing good. I'm like, they need to know. And then I was getting calls after that, like, hey, do you have her contact information or address? Because she actually stole from us too. She's got one of our sectionals and an entertainment stand. I'm like, that's why I'm sharing it. So people just don't do business with this chick because she's just gonna steal from them.
She's just a thief.
Yeah, I mean, professionally, it's got to be a disease, Jordan. I think it's called like a klepto or something.
Yeah.
Where you're just addicted to, like, I don't think she has I don't know. She doesn't have a choice. She says it's disease that like she has to steal things, and it's like I think she's a menace to society, and I don't think that's someone's got to fucking keep an eye on her almost.
Yeah, she walks into Home of Economy and she's looking to steal a pair of blue jeans. Like she's
100%.
finding something, even if it's just something as simple as going into a grocery store or a gas station and stealing a pack of smokes. Wendy's taking that. You think people they almost get that disease because in their head they're like owed something?
Yeah,
Like society owns something or owes
yes,
them something or something like that?
I got the sense that was her
Like
take on
entitled.
things because she was playing the victim card. She kept saying how she's lived a hard life and she's she played the cancer card on me, Jordo. She's like on the phone. She's like, I can't believe you'd do this to me. I've had cancer, and I was like, yeah, so have I. I don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
So get out of here. And then she didn't know what to say to that. She's like, oh, well, I'm sorry. It's like you're not the victim here. You're just stealing from people. Like I don't care how bad your life's been. It's you look in the mirror.
I wonder who, because somewhere in Grand Forks, she's going to dine and dash. She's going to steal something.
For
There
sure.
should be a Vegas line on where Wendy Sue is going to steal from next in Grand Forks. Where would do you think it's going to be like a bar? Does she walk out on a bar tab, or do you think she's calculated in a sense where maybe we might have to warn Schneid's over at DAC TV?
Oh yeah, she might walk in there looking for some appliances or something.
She might be looking for a 42-inch Vizio, and she gone.
I'll put I don't have the money right now, but I'll write you a check and
yes.
I'll take it home right now. I'll take the delivery too. And then you ain't seeing that check.
Do you think do businesses still, can you still write a check? Because I feel like that in itself is a pretty good way to commit fraud, I think.
It is. It's, your check can bounce. Yeah. At Mini Movers, we accept checks,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not saying like we'd ever go to someone's house, but it's like we know where people live. Like we can knock on their door if they're not paying us and be like, hey, like what's going on? We work something out here,
Dude, did you used to be able to walk into, I swear I remember my dad carrying a checkbook and walking into, I don't know if I'm going to sound stupid here, but I swear to God, man, at least like a Best Buy, you used to be able to write a check.
100%. Pretty much everyone, like buying hockey gear back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to say like a Target or a grocery store.
Yeah.
You could walk in there and write a check.
It was like before all the cards were prevalent, and they're just slinging checks. I'm surprised so many people still, it always surprises me when, Mini Movers, people still have a checkbook because I don't have one. I just get temporary checks if I need to write one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Cashier's check.
Yeah. Classic. Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
We'll get the old stamped. How does that, why do people want cashier's check? Are those just guaranteed money? Like,
yeah, it is, because it comes right out. You have to pay for it up front, so it comes right out of your account. And then the person, say you go get a cashier's check at Chase Bank, it's like a $25 fee. So that's why on your end of things, it doesn't make a ton of sense. But if someone asks for one, they like it because it's the money. Like theoretically, if you gave me a cashier's check, I could go cash that.
Yeah,
and get, at my bank, right? Yeah, so that's why people like it.
Oh, Jordan, we were making jokes after all of this, obviously, and we're just like, what happens? Like the most genius marketing play Mini Movers could do right now is, it wouldn't be genius; it'd just be hilarious. you make a post like Mini Movers we're big fans of second chances. That's why we're excited to announce our new assistant office manager, Wendy Gustafson. Post a picture of her in uniform. She's working for us.
Oh my God. And you got There Goes My Hero by the Foo Fighters on blast.
So
that would be all time. Imagine you could find, and I don't know if you can release this game film, but imagine you found like 6 different places around Grand Forks where she's either shoplifted or stole from and had like camera footage of her walking out of there. And then you put that all together in a montage. And then the last frame is her walking into Mini Movers and you guys hiring her in a uniform. That would be unbelievable. That video would go so hard.
Oh, it'd be so fucking funny. It's crazy. It always surprises me. Like, I think she, when she got booked, that becomes public. So I saw her mugshot and it says her age when she gets booked and it's all public record. She's 55. She's been living her whole life like this, Jordan. Like, how do you make it? It's pretty impressive, honestly. You just live in 55 years, basically just scamming people.
Oh, 100%. And I just love, shout out to Justin Moody, AK Moods. I was scrolling on Facebook when I got the news of all this and you typed in the group chat, you got to go check out my Facebook right now. It's buzzing like a no vacancy sign. But Moods is like, I'm going right over to the police station right now to bail her out just to get the one-on-one feud. So Moods always stirring the pot. Shout out to Moods. Hilarious. Yeah. Oh man, I was pissing when I saw that comment by him. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. Good. Get her out, yeah. I'm
bail her out.
Bail her out, dude. What if we could get her on the pod? That would be sick.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious. We probably could ask her like, "Hey, I'll take the post down," because she wants me to take the post down. Apparently,
right.
She was just at the VFW playing bingo, pull tabs, boozing.
Yep.
And and she got confronted by some people in the bar. Like, hey, you're not welcome here. You got to get out of here. People confronted her. It's so funny. I'll be like, hey, so she wants me to take down the post because like people see it. So I could hold that over her head like a little carrot. Like, hey, Wendy, I'll take the post down if you come on the pod. We have to question you.
That would be so good. She's just fresh off her just closet drinking. We should try to get her on the pod. That would be great.
I can't imagine trying to get her to like. I don't think it doesn't seem like she's too tech savvy.
We'd probably have to go to her. We'd have to
in-person interview.
South end of town, the Road King Inn.
Yeah, the Road King Inn.
Do it in the pool area. That would be great. Then afterwards, we can go to Texas Roadhouse, and it's on us. It's on the business.
It's on us. But you can have as many fucking dinner rolls as you want.
Eat up, baby. The peanuts. Get them in you.
Yeah, toss them on the ground too.
Get them in you. Oh, that is classic. Auzzo, I wanted to ask you. So I was thinking about this the other night, and I actually got the text from Lisa Schmaltz. Shout out to Lisa, and it was out of nowhere. And I was like, wow, this is actually a good test. She goes, I think the biggest, she said, what'd she say here? She said, I think the biggest tell of someone's athletic ability is how they throw out a first pitch. And I was like, wow, that actually might be true, because you see a lot of good athletes in their sport go on the mound and it's jailbreak. Like they can't even get it to the plate. They throw it 17 feet wide. They throw it over the catcher's head. I was like, wow, that actually is a tell-all of how good of an athlete, if you can throw a baseball. I was like, I think I agree with that.
That's pretty good, actually. That it's like the one thing you think about when you just ask, like, is this guy an athlete? Just hand him a ball, see what he does with it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point, because oh man, I can name so many guys. Even some of these jacked guys who look like they're athletic. It's like, no, they can't even play a single other sport. They look like idiots playing basketball or baseball or something. So if you can't throw a ball, it's a clear telltale sign you're not good at sports.
I mean, did you see? It was a couple months ago, but that Taylor Lewan from Bussin' with the Boys.
Yeah,
he did a first pitch. I think it was in St. Louis or Kansas City, and it was like he threw like a gutter ball, dude.
Oh yeah,
like this 50, guy's
50 cents.
Yeah, like I mean, I get it from okay, like artists and actors. Yeah, they probably get a pass. They're probably not the most athletic. That's why they were theater kids growing up. That's why in eighth
Uh-huh.
grade they all got made fun of, and now you see their mug
Mhm.
everywhere. But for like a football player or a hockey player or a tennis athlete, I just find it amazing, Auzzo. And I know nerves play a little bit of a factor in it, but like, how does that even happen? I don't get it. Like,
I don't get it either.
how can you not throw a ball?
Some people don't know how to throw a ball. It's just crazy to realize. I remember seeing. I remember that I didn't think that existed when I was a kid because everyone I was hanging around, like, we threw balls all the time. But there are some people out there who just don't know how to throw a ball. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, just I don't know. I thought that was a good point by Lisa there. It's like, wow, yeah, that I think that actually is a tell-all. Because again, if you maybe don't hit the strike zone, like there's a radius of probably 10 feet either way where it's respectable, right?
Hmm.
Maybe nerves get in the way and you
Oh
throw it
yeah,
on one side of the box and the catcher kind of frames it
yeah.
for you. But to totally miss the plate or bounce it in or throw it 15 feet over the catcher's head or
Bad
wide, I'm
look.
like, Jesus Christ.
Bad
That
look.
that's a bucket list item for me to throw out a baseball at any sort of. I'd throw one out at the St. Paul Saints game. Fuck it, that'd be awesome.
100%. You got to
It'd be,
throw some heat too.
you're going out there, you're fucking half cocked.
I'd be trying to throw some heat.
How was OSHA's first pitch when he did it?
It was pretty good. He was kind of telling us, how it was leading up to it, and he was like, "Yeah, the catcher was like, hey, like, just try to ease off, like I'm not wearing a cup before the pitch." So he's like, kind of threw me off. I'm like, "Buddy, I'll throw this thing as hard as I want."
Yeah,
Like,
like how fast can I actually throw it? Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I'm gonna throw it
It
60
was,
miles
it
an
was,
hour.
it was good. It wasn't a strike, but the catcher like easily caught it.
Yeah,
So,
it was
I,
fine.
I'd say it was like a B
Right.
score, of B first pitch, like George W. A plus.
Did when Osh threw it, did the catcher have to stand up to catch it, or did he stay squatted?
I think he slightly had to stand up a little bit.
Okay, not bad. If you're throwing out the first pitch, you're going right to the rubber, right? Like you're not bitching out throwing it from
No, yeah,
52.
get me on that hill.
Yeah.
I'm
Grab the
getting on that
rosin
hill.
bag.
I might even fucking do a little wind up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna dust off that rosin bag.
Yeah.
I'd probably have a little pine tar.
Oh yeah.
A little
Maybe
just
even
on the
fucking
tip.
chuck some sauce in there. Not even a four seamer.
Yeah. Yeah. Give him the old 12-6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drop it off, fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's a good point by Lisa there, though. I never really thought about that, but if you can't throw out the first pitch, it's such a bad look. It's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. When is the NFL season starting here, bro? It's not this weekend, it's the next weekend, right?
I believe so. I'm pretty excited for that. It's always like, when do you kind of get sick of it, Jordan? Because there is a time where it's like, all right, let's get to the playoffs here.
I'm So when I did fantasy football, I don't believe in fantasy football anymore, but when I did it, obviously, the draft is the best day. And then 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks go by. I stop checking it. It gets less and less. There's guys that are
Mm,
getting picked up on the waiver wire. I just lose interest. So even when I had skin in the game and I was doing these fantasy leagues, I would tail off probably around week 7 or 8. Really,
yeah,
like once I started getting on the other side, I would say I can ride it out probably until about American Thanksgiving.
yeah. I can ride out like the Vikings. I'll always try to watch every single one of their games, but following the actual league is like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty into it the first couple of weeks, but then like 6, 7, 8, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the other teams.
I like watching good quarterbacks. Obviously, I love watching my Packers, but
Yeah.
to watch a game because right away, like with probably week 4 or 5, half the league's already out of it. Like it's the
Mhm.
NFL. It's just
Well, you already know, like, everyone's got you fooled. You think every team's going to be good, but it's probably going to be the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
yeah,
Like, that's just how it's going to work out. They'll be in the NFC Championship game, the AFC Championship game. Then they'll play the Bills or the Ravens, maybe the Bengals, depending on Big Dick Joe Burrow. Um, if he doesn't get injured, probably a decent chance he'll be in that game, but you never know. And the NFL season's always like, which star player is going to get season-ending injury this year? It happens to like 10 of them every year.
Yeah, and the one storyline I'm looking forward to this year, though, is seeing how A-Rod does with Mike Tomlin. Now,
Mhm.
has Mike Tomlin bought his team all the all-black Air Force Ones yet, or when does that gift come? Do you have to officially make the team? Does that come on Labor Day? Does Mike Tomlin say, hey, you know what? Welcome to the squad, champ. Here's your drive-by ones, your Air Force Ones that are all black. So I'm looking forward to when Aaron Rodgers gets his first official pair of the black Air Force Ones. I'm also looking forward to, does this guy actually care? How many ayahuasca resets does he need to get back into the NFL and actually truly care? Now, he's a married man. He does have a lot to prove in terms of coming over from the Jets where it didn't really work out. Yeah, you could blame a lot of different things, but that was the storyline. So I'm interested to see in that offense with that coach in that city, how does he fare? Like Pittsburgh, that's a big market, dude. That is a football city. That is a blue-collar city. Similar in the sense of history and tradition, same as Green Bay. I think it could.
Legendary.
I think it could be good for AR, man. I really think
Mhm.
it could. I think he's got a lot to prove, and I still think he's got a good arm. And if he's got a good offensive line, Auzzo, like they're saying he does, I think he could be dangerous, man.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty decent last year. I don't think he was, the Jets are just terrible. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know why he ever signed there. I mean, like Brett Favre was terrible with the Jets, and then he plays for the Vikings. They're in the NFC Championship. Like
Yep.
he was unreal that year. So A-Rod definitely has it in him. That'll be fun to see. I do wonder, Jordo, like, okay, one trip, two trip, ayahuasca trips, like cool. How many is there an amount that's like, all right, like
You're
too,
permafried.
too many?
Yeah, that would scare me. How many ayahuasca resets do you really truly need to quote unquote find yourself? Like, dude, like at what point do you like just getting high? You know what I mean? Like at what point, how much soul searching can you
Pretty
do?
soon you're just living there, and the rest of your life is just trying to find myself.
Right.
Like,
You end up like the fucking instructor in couples retreat with
yeah.
wearing, you know
Yeah.
what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Or the dude in Along Came Polly, like you're just living on an island whacking people on vacation. How many, like, how many ayahuasca resets can you do before you truly don't give a shit about anything? Like, I think there's that point, man. I
Yeah,
really do.
and is that a good thing?
No, no, it's not.
It's not a
It's
good
not.
thing. Like,
It's not.
I was wondering. I see him, and I was listening to Von Miller's been going on those trips, and
Yeah.
um, he went on like three in a row in like 1 year, and I'm like, all right, like telling like the first time, I found this, and then the second time was like this, and then the third time was like this, and I'm like, all right, you're probably good, eh? Like you
Right.
found it, like
Right. The
you're good.
fourth time I went, I found out I was gay. I came back.
Yeah, like,
I was actually straight, but
are we
for a
sure we
couple,
want to keep peeling back this onion? Like, I think you're good.
for a couple days, I was gay. Like that's how high I was. That would scare me, bro. I would maybe do it once. I think I would, like truly would. Like, I would have to know the tribe I'm going with because it's like very
Mm,
ceremonial.
yeah,
So if we're gonna sit down with a shaman or whatever the fuck they call those guys, I want like my closest boys there just in
yeah,
case I panic or something.
yeah, yeah. And honestly, I don't know. I just, when you do that stuff, wouldn't you want to have fun? Like, it seems like they're just panicking the whole time, and then they come out of it and they're like, oh, thank God, like I'm alive. Like,
Yeah.
thank God I didn't die. It's like it almost seems like that's what they feel like, and I'm like, that doesn't sound fun.
No, and when you're dancing with the devil like that, and you're going against the grain in terms of you're trying to hold on to not being that high or not going with where the experience is taking you, that would be my thing, dude. I would be tripping balls, I think, because a lot of times I like to be under control. I think most humans
Mm,
do of their own body, and
hmm
to give a substance like ayahuasca just the free reins to be
Take
the
over
man,
the driver wheel and
to
start
be
fucking steering the ship.
to be the
I don't
man in
know.
the arena. I don't know. Like it sounds cool on paper. Like I'm all for going to Costa Rica, hanging out at the beach, going to the bars afterwards, but I don't know if I got the ayahuasca day in me, man.
I think it would just be cool. It'd be a new experience. Like for me, I think it would be fun to do once just so I could be like, yeah, this I've done it. This is what it was like.
Right.
But then I'm not a guy, I don't think, who's gonna go back, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I haven't done it. It seems like those guys, once they go, they're like, "Fuck, I can't wait to go back."
Does the bad trip scare you at all of I might not be the same, or would it just be the fact that you'd be a little nervous during the experience? Because there's some people that, it can turn their screws
Yeah.
into a different person, man.
Well, even if it doesn't turn you, like, in a bad way, maybe you even just change in a different way that's on par with who you are now. It doesn't make you a better person, but it doesn't make you worse. Do I want that? Like, I kinda
Yeah.
like where I'm at right now. Do I wanna change things, like, to the unknown where I'm just all of a sudden I'm hanging out with new people and I got a new life kinda thing? Like, I think I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows, dude? Like, you could be leading like you said, it wouldn't be a bad thing, but, I mean, maybe
As
you're
Yeah,
popping you're marching
like,
at pride events, and I don't
your
know. Like,
friends just don't yeah, you're yeah, like, your
I don't know,
friends
like
your friends don't even know you anymore, but you're like, "No, it's good, like, I'm happy." Like, do I
right,
want that?
like Auzzo comes back, he's a part of a run club. It's like, "Bro, what?" Like,
Going
you're
to
wearing
I'm reading book I'm in, like, book clubs and, like, doing 10Ks and drinking
you're
coffee, like,
yeah, you have
look
these,
what
like,
we doing.
really, really trendy glasses that you're wearing that
Yeah.
you found at Lens Crafters. You're wearing Hoka.
I'm a scarf guy now, like, I'm wearing scarves in the fall and
Yeah, you're a Brooks Brothers guy.
yeah, and it's not a bad thing, but you're different. I just don't like that thought.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Like, imagine maybe you came back and you're, like, vegetarian, you had a different view on meat, and all of a sudden you're, like, 160 pounds, and
The
you show up to the golf trip, and everyone knows Ozzo for being, like, this big bear
Yeah.
alpha kinda dude, and now you're just, like, a massive pussy. Like, how funny would that be? I'd be chirping the shit out of you, and I hope you'd be doing the same to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'd be okay with it though, because 'cause I'm a new guy, like, "No, yeah, I'm okay with it." Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, fuck."
And then you're doing
It's
ayahuasca. Then you gotta go back and do ayahuasca to get yourself back to the old dude.
Bro, you gotta go back to
Yeah.
reverse it. Like, so I'm trying to reverse the ayahuasca trip.
Oh, man. That would be so funny. Dude, you never know. I mean, I don't think that, I don't know if there would be, like, that big of a 180, but, I mean, I guess you never know.
No, you never know when you're dabbling with that crazy shit, you know?
Just fucking
And
dancing with the devil.
what even is it? Do they even know what it does to, like, your brain composition? Like, what is it? It's gotta, like, just it's gotta be fucking up with your brain.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know what sort of signals it's sending in your prefrontal cortex or wherever that shit's going, but imagine, like, your brain is a highway and, it's like it's like basically like a massive, like, intersection of a ton of
Mhm,
a million highways, everything overpasses,
mhm.
underpasses, fucking tunnels, this and that. Like, imagine when ayahuasca hits that shit. Oh my god.
It's
Oh,
oh,
dude,
fuck.
it's
Yeah,
probably
your
like
brain's just panicking, like, "What the fuck did this guy just allow inside the door?"
yeah, it's like an 18-wheeler T-bones a Prius, and then you got someone else drunk driving, and they swerve off and hit a cop, and then they're just on the other road, on the other interstate, you're getting pulled over, and that person on that car shoots a cop. Who knows, dude? That's what it's like. It's fucking
That's what it's
crazy.
like, you don't even know.
No, man, it's like a Sunday at Daytona.
Is that the only place you can do it, Costa Rica?
I think that's like the official ceremonies. I mean, you can do it in Arizona. You can go to Sedona and they have like
Like,
these DMT trips you can do. Yeah, man,
is
they
that the
got it.
same as an ayahuasca? Those DMT trips?
It's the same plant. I don't know if it's the same strain or whatever.
We're not experts.
Yeah, right. I don't want to sound like a total dipshit, which I already
Yeah,
am, but
yeah.
someone will correct us that listens to it. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. DMT and ayahuasca is. I'm pretty sure that DMT might last a little less, but yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's relatively the same thing, like the same sort of family per
Well,
se.
that trip is like you're doing it a bunch of times, aren't you? Like, have you watched the Aaron Rodgers Netflix documentary?
Yeah,
He's you're there for, like, 5 days just doing it, like, all day, every day, aren't you?
Yeah. So I think they like lead you off with a ceremony thing in the morning, kind of warm you up, do a dynamic stretch, do some high knees, and then all of a sudden just have you drink this fucking mud jug of potion. And yeah, you're higher than the puff.
Then you go wandering off in the woods, just
Yeah.
like a fucking idiot.
well, some dude has like a harness on you, and you're attached to a rope, just like you're water skiing. When you get too deep in the water, he just pulls you up and fucking makes sure you don't have a jammer.
Don't go in there. Just wandering around the woods, grown ass man.
Oh man,
Just fucking feeling, just petting leaves and shit.
Yeah, like the boys at Chaska Town Course back in the day. We don't need to go into that one, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's classic. Auzzo, that leads me into, the People's Insider term of the week this week. Very fitting for what we're talking about. And this week's People's Insider term of the week is keeping it between the mustard and the mayo. Now, folks, stay with me on this one, and I will explain. When you're driving on an interstate or a highway, right, you have the mustard, which is the line in the middle of the highway separating a two-lane highway. Usually it's either firm yellow or it's a little chalked so you can pass. And the mayo would be on the other side, hugging the shoulder. So you look at the mustard, you look at the mayo, you look at the yellow, you look at the white. You got to keep it in between when you're stick handling. And that goes for life as well. You got to keep it in your lane. You can't be just running all over the place, especially when you're on a two-lane highway. You're going to get absolutely tattooed. So, Auzzo, a big thing about life, no matter if you're getting a little high, you're getting a little drunk, you do it responsibly. And I was told as a young soldier, you got to keep it swish between the mustard and the mayo, and you'll be just fine.
That's unbelievable. I don't know if I've heard you say that one, but that's great life advice right there, Jordan.
It is, right? Shit can get wild out there, but as long as you're between the mustard,
between the lines, yeah.
Keep it between the lines. And when I first heard that, I was like, that doesn't, what are you talking about, fella? And you know what? I had an older veteran explain it to me. So, yeah, brother, that is this week's People's Insider term of the week. When these people hear it, this will be Thursday. Auzzo, I'm off to the U.S. Open, New York City. Going to go hang out with Keebs, my mom and dad. Fired up for that little Labor Day classic right in the screws of Manhattan. Going to go watch some tennis. What do you got this weekend, brother? You hanging out in the cities? You going to the cabin? Are you going to see our good friend Dale Clark Saunders tomorrow? I think already. Fuck.
Dale Clark Saunders is in town tomorrow.
So you might as well just go right back to Forks.
I might head up to Forks for the weekend. Just get out of town. Just can't go anywhere.
Oh, you can't go anywhere, Jared. You can't. What are you boys gonna do tomorrow? Are you gonna get together?
Yeah, I haven't gotten this plan for tomorrow night.
But,
yeah, we're definitely gonna meet up tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure what we're gonna do Saturday, if I'm gonna go to that football game or not. But I'm assuming, I don't know how long he's in town for, Jordan. So I'm assuming he's got to put in some time with the girl, because they're doing long distance.
Yep.
And you probably can't hang out with old Auzzo the entire time. But we'll get some touches in for sure. Hopefully Friday. I'm hoping Friday.
Fuck, man. Yeah, that makes me jealous. Hanging out with that guy. I mean, you're just instantly in a good mood when you see that bald fuck, aren't you?
Oh man, just puts you right in the pocket. You're so happy. It's impossible not to smile with him because he's got such a big smile on his face. And it just makes you feel, it's like sunshine and rainbows when he's walking around,
It is, dude. Like, I mean, the wedding you had was awesome, and it was awesome seeing everyone. We'd seen everyone, especially you, every weekend, but Dale came to yours, and I was like, oh my God, it just reminded me of how cool that dude is. So I'm definitely jealous. If there's one weekend where I'd want to be in Minneapolis, it's this weekend. Just any weekend he's there. That'll be fun. I wonder what you guys, I'm sure it'll probably just be a movie night, eh? Popcorn, hang out.
Yeah, we'll probably just
up.
Head to the theater, watch a movie. Yeah, I wish.
Oh, dude, that's going to be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Are you just hanging out in Mini then? Or are you gonna go to the lake or no?
No, I think it'll kind of depend on. It's opening archery season in North Dakota on Saturday. So
Okay.
I was debating going up there either Saturday, Sunday to go hunting, try to take down a buck
Yeah.
with the bow and arrow. I haven't done it in a few years because I've always went on this elk hunting trip. I'm not going this year, so I figure I gotta at least try to put some effort into taking down a whitetail. So um, that'll be either Saturday or Sunday. I'm still up in the air on that. It's honestly going to depend on me and Clarky's plan.
Yeah. Because
So
that's up closer to East Grand, isn't it?
yeah. I basically had to drive back to Forks, which
Holy fuck.
whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
throw a podcast on and get there.
Yeah. Throw on Live in 5.
Yeah.
All right, Auzzo. Well, tape to tape with you, Captain. Always a great time. Glad you're back safely from the Forks. Didn't beat you up too much. Can't wait to get up there. You should try to convince Clarky to come for that weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
Get him-
he
get him-
should actually be join that weekend. That's like a weekend he should be in town for.
Yeah, get him drunk this weekend and then get in his gal's ear too and have
Get in the
him.
gal's ear,
Yeah.
hopefully even make him just book a flight
Yes. Yep.
while he's drunk.
Yep.
Just get him to Minneapolis. He can drive
Correct.
with me up north.
Yeah, we should definitely. I'm actually going to text him after this and let him know. So,
Fuck, that'd be unreal. We need
Yeah.
a good crew there.
yeah, we're going to have a good crew for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Auzzo, tape to tape, brother. This was Live in Motherfucking 5, episode 97. 97. Tape to tape, Captain. Till next week. Folks, enjoy your Labor Day. Woo!